I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Dragons of Starfall. Tonight, we rejoin the party immediately in the aftermath of them defeating the Golgothidra that had worked its way into the sewers beneath Langenberg and knocked out Big John, almost drowned and poisoned Little John to death, who they just learned was a person that existed last session. But still, Big John and Little John took a beating from this thing and they managed to defeat it. But this was a otherworldly, strange creature that, like, should not have, like, been as far as they know from nature and arcana and all of that. It's almost as if, some kind of twisted mutation occurred on an already, aberrant abomination such as the Odiug, and it grew these Hydra-like heads and uh, had some really, like, I want to just draw attention to this once again, for you guys more than anything, but for anyone who's tuning in. Last session, you guys fought a creature that had a damage threshold as well as a poison breath attack that it could breathe in a 360-degree arc, thanks to its multiple heads. And, just in general, it was a extremely tough fight that you guys, like, really did much better than other fights in. And so I know everybody's a little bit down about the whole Maxius situation, but at the end of the day, you have certainly been able to prove yourselves as a capable team and individuals, etc. When it comes to, your qualifications here in the sewers of Langenberg. And I'm not telling anybody how to RP their characters because I know that everybody has much bigger fish to fry than just, this random quote unquote monster in the sewers. So it's not like, oh yeah, the person who murdered my wife got away, but at least I beat up this slug. Like, I totally understand all of the RP decisions and everything. I'm just making sure that we do accentuate the positives,
Yeah,
and
I liked last session. Fighting that thing was fun. We got to work together again as a team to beat up something. I liked it.
and it was a boss, like that was
Yeah.
a legendary, creature that was really not to be like taken lightly, and you guys
Hmm.
messed it up pretty good. I mean, not steamrolled it, so it was still an intriguing combat, but anyway, enough of the yada yada yada. Let's get to the meat and bones of everything, which is you guys are now once again underneath the sewers of Langenberg, and um, just having defeated this uh, Golgothadra. Oh, why is it pulling up this? Oh, I
Uh,
know why it
I
pulled
have
that
a
one up.
quick question.
Yes, sir.
We do we know where the monster came from? That it came through some kind of portal, or
I was
are
wondering
we
the same
aware of
thing.
that?
Well, as I have to manually pull up the thing because you guys aren't on the map apparently or something. Um, we're gonna get back to the sewers here, and then uh, yeah. So you guys can do the do of investigating, etc. Now that the battle is complete, and you guys have a moment to rest and relax and what have you. um, Now uh, you can do those kinds of things.
I have
I
a
would like to consult my atlas when we have a second and see if there are any portals nearby.
Okay, so remember now with this that it's not like a uh, book of maps where you like open it up and it's just got a bunch of things marked out. So what you got to do here is roll your arcana to try and parse what is available in the atlas for you to decipher, whatever word you would want to use to uh, indicate that you're having to do the maths of like figuring this all out. And yeah, I see your nice high roll there, so obviously um, we're going to move forward with you like finding some kind of something to do here. It doesn't always mean though. I think I covered this with you guys, but I have several games, so I just want to make sure that I do cover it with you in case I didn't. That just because you roll high on a roll like that might tell you definitively that no, there is not anything in this area, but like it, and so that's what the roll would indicate in that instance. I'm not saying that's the case right here and now. I'm not saying that. I'm just doing a long ramble while I delay and figure out what I want to do. No, I'm kidding. I already had this all predetermined because this is part of the next step of the dungeon crawl that we had kind of discussed and spoken about. So as Electo kind of sits down, I can presume over by one of the desks or something here to
Sure.
and the token locks off, so you guys can move around and all that.
I have lost my dark vision, so I will stay where I am.
Oh, yeah. Uh, so as as you guys are resting and everything, I'm gonna light a torch or something in here. But as you guys are resting and all of that, Electo goes over to um, sit down with the atlas and study it, and it actually takes some time. Like it's not like you sit down and you're like, Eureka! I've discovered on this page that it says whatever, and instead it's a lot of flipping back and forth through the heavy vellum pages of this book. Did you say one of you has the light cantrip or no?
Yeah,
I
I
do.
do. Yeah, we
Okay.
both do.
Like a few of us do.
Okay. So I'm just gonna cast light like here and here. All right. And so now you guys should be able to see. And
Yeah, there's color now. Yep.
yep. And so as you guys are all resting and relaxing, remember you can take your short rest. Or did we do that at the end of the last session?
We did not.
Okay, so you get your short rest in here while Electo is doing this. So if you want to spend any available hit dice or anything else that you wish to do in, I'm gonna call it 1d4 hours. So let's just go ahead and roll that 3. It takes Electo 3 hours to sit down and decipher enough of the atlas, but then you discover that although there is not a like standing uh portal that is definitively marked, you can see that Langenberg is like a crossroads, a ley line intersection nexus of like various uh realm crossover, like, because the portals, I guess I should make this clear before like we go too far down this rabbit hole. The portals are not just two places around Tenkenurth. They also mark off places where the Feywild crosses over and the Shadowfell crosses over. They mark off,
Oh.
yeah, exactly. So there's like more than just getting around the prime material plane going on here. And in your study of this area, you find that like there is very possibly some kind of rift like directly below where you guys are right now. And if somebody wants to roll investigation for the room that you're in,
Somebody other than me. I'm not very good at investigating.
But where does like what we did in the bonus session come into play?
as we discussed, it was after this. So
Okay, cool.
Canon.
I have a +4 investigation. Is anyone else particularly investigative, or should I give it a try?
Angelica's not bad at it. I don't know. Let me check.
I got nothing.
A
Plus
rift,
7.
you say? Let's see.
So I'm +7 in it.
Okay, you're better off than I am if you feel comfortable trying.
So while Electo is doing that, you're studying the room, and you can see that there's like been somebody staying here. And as Big John and Little John slowly recover, he says, "Yeah, I came down here looking for shelter after the battle for me and my boy, and there was this crazy old man. He ran off, but then that thing sprang up out of the water after us. I think he's been squatting down here based on what I've seen." And then your investigation kind of like confirms that he's been down here, and uh a lot of his like paperwork and everything has some like crazy stuff about like portals and realms on it too.
Oh man.
Spooky.
So is this these portals or on either this paperwork here? Um, does it look like somebody? Does it look similar to like the I don't know how to describe it, like equations or puzzles that Electo has in the Atlas? Is it similar
Yeah, he's
information?
definitely doing like the research to try and open up some kind of realm
I
portal
see.
here.
And we don't know what realm this is yet, right? But we might have some sort of suspicion knowing other things like about the mind flayers, or
uh,
probably not the
well,
same.
you would have whatever suspicions you would say you have,
That's
like.
true. No, yeah, I understand that. And I'm not the studious type, so I'll just go on Electo's call here.
Yeah, the 6'10" Viking isn't known for his brains.
I can hit pretty well.
Knock a brain out, but um, I'll ask Little John. Do you know where he went or what he looked like? Have you seen him here before? Or
Yeah,
Big John?
yeah. So he was dressed in dirty, tattered, clothes. He had a scraggly beard and long fingernails. Um, to help with the description, like he looked like Monty Burns when he was trying to stay away from everybody and went crazy and grew his long fingernails. He had the long gray hair and just completely uh, crazy, mad looking, disheveled old man. And he just ran off, leaving behind everything. But now that I think about it, I do think he like cast a spell right as he left. And that's when that thing showed up.
Huh.
Maybe he wanted to destroy the information here, or he didn't want us to find it at least. Well, we should definitely keep some of this paperwork. Just add it to the bag here.
Does the investigation turn up anything else around there, or?
I mean, a few things of low value, nothing, really worth like getting too detailed about right now.
Fair enough. So, my thought is, one, I think we should still have Sir Thomas walk out the Johns, get them out of here, since they're up and moving.
I think that's a good idea. I think Sir Thomas can help them. But are we planning on leaving the town soon, or what are we planning on doing?
Well, I thought it was still a good idea to just at least go talk to the king before we left, so we know where we're at, like I can't believe we're. I don't imagine we're in any trouble, but I think it'd be
Yeah.
just good to like, hey, what the hell's going on, or what's happened? It's still been like it's a day. It's been a half day since the fight.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to do that before we left. So that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna tell him that we're leaving. Like, like I think we're gonna kind of separate ourselves from the situation a little bit, but like we'll be around.
Yeah, my thought was we basically tell them like we've become aware of something and we need to go look into it, but
Yeah.
whatever. Maybe so Electo, Arn, and Sir Thomas can go do that, and Soulforge and Riggs can look for this dude around town, and Angelica will look for him in the sewers and see if there's any more signs of him anywhere down here.
Yeah, I could do that. Do we have a description of the person?
Yeah, he's a crazy old guy in raggedy robes with a long beard and scraggly beard and long fingernails.
So just some homeless dude, homeless looking guy. Okay.
Older homeless crazy guy in a robe, ranting about portals and what.
Okay.
And that would we can ask about we need a diamond for Logan or Soulforge.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that. Like how I don't know how far, like how much of the game we have to rely on spell ingredients, because like I haven't seen anyone use them up till now, so I wasn't sure if like, I mean, I'd have no problem getting the diamond because Raise Dead's a pretty big spell, but what about the lesser spells? Like,
I believe it's like 50 gold pieces and less. I don't really like make you have the spell components like tracked, because like basically you can get like a spell component pouch to take care of those. I forget what the official rule is for what the limit is for a spell component pouch's capability, but like for example, um I'm just looking at like one of the ones here.
yeah, I'm happy.
Ice knife, a drop of water or a piece of ice. So like obviously that one's really simple, easy. Invisibility, an eyelash encased in gum arabic. That would be another one that a spell component pouch would be able to just cover that. A chip of mica for shatter.
I know for our cleric stuff, we can have a spell focus.
Yep.
Sorry, cut out. I'm just concerned about the Raising Dead, like Revivify too. It has a pretty expensive spell component.
Yeah, well, and exactly, like, so the more rare or expensive or like non-regional, for example, the drop of water or the piece of ice for ice knife. If Electo finds himself in the middle of Al Qadim, in the middle of the desert, that's going to be a far harder to get thing, especially when you need most of your drops of water for like living that day.
Okay, so, well, I keep cutting out, but now that we're higher level, we're gonna have to pay for the expensive stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking, should I buy a Revivify ingredient that I need?
Yes, Revivify is good to have. It doesn't consume it either, so you just need to have it.
I think it's another diamond that's worth 100 or something.
Yeah, 100 gold. A diamond worth 100 gold.
Yep. Okay, maybe you could buy one for me if you guys are going to go into town to get ingredients. Do you think you guys could do that?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay. Soulforge, do you know how to use money? Like you're not going to hand it out to
I'm
everyone?
cutting off. No. It's not really mine. It belongs to the group at this point.
No, he's joking, I think.
And I don't have any health, DM. I don't know.
Well, you just got a short rest, so you can spend hit dice.
Well, yeah, I think I had more health than that. Like this is before the.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, just ignore all of that for now. Like, are you fighting
Okay.
something?
No, I mean, I'm saying that just in case, right? I don't want to fight something and then, have no health.
Yeah.
There you go. I just used a spell slot. I don't really have any need for it right now.
We shouldn't.
I can share my energy.
I like sharing energy.
And before we split up, or as we're splitting up, I will use Rary's telepathic bond.
Okay, what does that do exactly?
Basically, it allows us to metagame.
Nice. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, I guess I have to share my dark vision again for another hour so we can leave this place. Or go deeper, whichever you guys
Sorry, I
decide.
didn't mean to hit that button.
Yeah, now you're just showing off.
Sorry.
But yeah, if you guys click on the dragon head, it'll show you what Rary's telepathic bond does. But to sum it up, it basically connects you guys to a group chat.
Like a Discord call in our heads.
Yep.
Dope. All right, so I guess we'll split up starting now then.
So we're gonna leave the sewers here and back to
For
the
now.
surface.
Yeah, we're going to leave for now. We'll come back once we're sort of ready and loaded up for trying to figure out these portals.
Mhm.
And if we can find that dude.
I at least want to get information of how the king is doing. I'm not gonna stay in the meetings or anything, but I just want to figure out if he's doing well or so.
And I would like to generally know. I would like to know if Lady Angelica is wanted for being hunted down.
How do you want me to play that with him?
Well, Sir Thomas will be there with you, so he can talk.
Okay. I also I was kind of gonna lean in a direction where Arn doesn't really. I don't want to say respect, but I mean he probably won't follow a law that is higher than or different than his god. You know what I mean? Like his god is going to be his law. So if you are a criminal, I don't know. I don't know how Arn's going to deal with it. He's probably going to try to defend you in some way, like to defend your name, like saying like you're a good, person. You're just cursed with this, far realm disease or whatever. I don't know.
She's a smooth criminal.
I know it's not what you want me to say to him, but I think Arn is he likes you a lot, so he doesn't want you to be a criminal. You know what I'm trying to say? He wants to save your soul.
I appreciate that. My plan was
Lady.
Go ahead.
Well, Lady Angelica also drew away the forces so that everyone could make a retreat there. She did do her part in the battle, and it may have looked horrifying, but she fought.
Yeah, we all defended this town, we were all proud warriors of Langenberg, blah blah blah. We this is a town built by warriors who have not, let tyrants take them over, and we're just another, we're the same. We're just people trying to defend this place, But
I was going to have her also just say that if anyone says anything about it, say that she was cursed by Maxius. That she's been grievously wounded and she is recovering in secret because the wound is embarrassing. But she was cursed by Maxius. It looks like she thinks is what happened to her body.
Oh, that's what you think? Okay, so I mean, if that's what you tell Arn, and that's what you think, then he'll go along with it. But lying's going to be kind of difficult starting now, so we're gonna try to play him a bit differently.
Okay.
I can say the lie.
Yeah, Sir Thomas can make the yak too.
There's literally an angel in my head that's kind of making me do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm good with that. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it won't come up, and we'll just say she's recovering from an injury, which is why she's not there.
All right, I'm ready to split up.
All right. So let's go with the people investigating. Well, I mean, first of all, I heard, a lot of plans being thrown out, but is everyone on board with what their supposed role is?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for the crazy person, and we'll hit the jewelry store, I guess, right, Riggs?
Let's do it. Riggs loves to shop.
I give Riggs a few extra gold to buy a new wig, or some powder for a wig.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, on the house, man.
What's your favorite color?
Mine? Well, it's gold now, actually. Surprising enough, I don't know why it changed.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'll see what I can do.
All right, so you guys can go ahead and roll your investigation rolls however you wish to do this. Um, you know, obviously one of you can help the other, or you can roll separately.
I have no bonus, so I have a 0.
I have a -1.
All right, then I guess you can help me. I'll let you roll first.
Can I assist you?
Well, we're about to
If we
find out.
if we fail, we'll go and have a drink, and then we'll go back out and try again.
Wait, why do I have advantage? Oh,
You have disadvantage. And let me figure
All
out.
right, well that's not so bad.
Well, no, Soulforge, you would have advantage because he helped you.
Oh, oh, okay, so I'll roll again. Hold on, just in
And,
case it's higher.
and then also I need to make sure that
No,
I look here because
nope.
Riggs has exhaustion 1 right now, which he doesn't actually have. So let me turn that off for future rolls, but luckily he made it either way. All right, so yeah, you got a 15. So and Riggs, you have a +3 to investigation, so uh you would have actually maybe had a 19 depending on how that rolled. Anyway, you do find evidence of like where this guy ran. You find like scraps of his tattered, peasant robe, whatever he was wearing. Certainly nothing like the fancy armor Arn once wore. Um, and uh, you can tell that he like went deeper into the sewers here. Um, it's also like kind of mucky and flooded way more than like this level down there to where you'd be walking, well, Arn would be like knee deep, but you'd be like, waist deep in sewage. So, uh, you,
Okay,
you're
I
you're
think
or wait, Arn isn't here. I'm sorry. It's Riggs and Soulforge. So, you guys would both be like, waist deep in sewage. So, I don't know if you're really like gonna want to chase after him, especially knowing like
no.
if you walk through a river or something, like that's how you like lose your track, and everything. So like that he's basically throwing off your track and going down there. You guys can certainly choose to as a party go after him. I just don't know that this is like the exact right moment for you to chase after him with just you two.
No, I definitely would rather, if anything, wait for him to surface again, unless he thinks he's going to live down here.
Riggs turns to Soulforge and he goes, "Let's go shopping."
Yeah, we'll mark this site and we'll come back here and see if we can pick it up. I mean, what's he going to do? He's going to sleep with the rats, I would assume.
And Lady Angelica is still down in the sewer, so if he comes back to try and summon something, she'll be there to try and stop him or let everybody know.
What languages does Lady Angelica speak? Do you speak Infernal?
I believe so. Let me check.
Yeah, that's not spooky at all.
No, I'll just leave a mark for you in Infernal, so you'll know that I marked that spot.
Yeah, Infernal, Far Speech, Elf, and Common.
All right, so I'll just do some kind of demonic scribble there. So if you come across it, you'll know that was where the trail led. Well, Briggs can talk to you mentally, can he?
And so can Soulforge.
Yeah, we're in a Discord call together in the head.
Is it optional? Like, can you opt out, or is it like, do I have a choice?
I theoretically no. I get to pick, so you don't get to say no. Theoretically.
Okay, I was just
Well,
curious.
wait, the way that would work. Okay, so let me just make sure that I read this real quick. Okay. 8 willing creatures
Yeah,
of
fair
your
enough.
choice within range, physically linking each creature to all the others for the physically psychically linking each creature to all the others for the duration. Okay, so if he's not willing, then you can't do
Yeah.
it.
Nope. You're right. Sorry, my bad.
I want to be unwilling without being rude. Like
So,
politely decline.
so you're cutting off the rest of the group?
No, you can talk to him quite clearly.
Okay.
So as long as we're together, we still have a link.
I actually like it better that it's physically like there's just a long string of flesh between all of us.
So, like, is it your thoughts or is it like you're talking? You know what I mean?
It would be we would be in each other's heads. We could read each other's minds.
So it's our inside voice. Okay.
Except for Soulforge, who is unwilling and therefore is not in on the call.
Okay. So
All right, so let's.
we going shopping?
Yep, we can head back now.
So as we're walking to go shopping, Riggs starts mentally singing "Glory, Glory, Hallelujah." So we have to shop.
Well, that's a really vague question.
Oh, I'm gonna look for just a straight up. Sorry, I keep cutting off. Like a wholesale jeweler.
Okay.
We'll look for pretty stones.
You're looking for what is it? A gem cutter, a gemologist type of person?
Well, I don't think they have to be pretty. They just have to be of a certain value. So I'll buy a chunk of rock if it's still technically a diamond.
Yeah, except for they gain value the prettier you prettify them.
Oh, that's true too. I don't know these things. I'm just looking for stones.
Oh, I suppose I'm just telling you what I happen to actually know in real life about them. I don't like, you know too much. I just know that the value of the gems always goes up the more you like cut them, and the rarer the cut, the more the value, etc.
Yep, that's what we'll keep an eye out for. Although my investigation's pretty poor.
Yeah. Although you don't necessarily have to roll investigation when like looking for stuff like that. There's all kinds of ways of shearing a sheep.
No, actually, I forgot. I have this ability here. When you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can attain it. Like a library, a scriptorium, university, or a sage, or another learned person or creature. Your DM might rule that the knowledge you seek is secreted away, or that it simply cannot be found. Unearthing the deepest secrets of the multiverse can require an adventure, even a whole campaign. Blah blah blah. Yeah, but otherwise, I can make. I mean, if I can't find the store, I'll try to find somebody that could direct me.
Yeah, you're not unearthing the deepest secrets of the multiverse that is going to require, a whole campaign arc here. As it said, you're trying to find the dude who cuts rocks into shinier, smaller rocks. Like,
Yep, that's it.
like that's not the earth-shattering. Well, I mean, I suppose in the most literal sense it is earth-shattering, but more like earth chipping. But either
I'm
way.
giving I'm giving Riggs just way too much information as far as we're literally just walking down the street, but
Yeah.
I'm coordinating it.
And so you do end up having to like, ask around, but it's it's not that this ability doesn't work. Let me start by saying that. This ability works. You are going to find what you need to find. So I think that if I preface some of these scenes with that information, it'll be a little bit easier to get through them.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. I don't want to spend too much time. I'll just leave it to
right,
Riggs if
right. So
he wants to do.
you are going to find it, but as you go and start to like ask around, like people are like really put off by your appearance and your mannerisms and
I just walk up to them and then is it nighttime or is it daytime
no,
still?
it's daytime still.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I just walk around the dark with no lights.
Yeah. If it was nighttime, it'd be even creepier. But in the daytime, they can clearly see your metal face and your thalidomide robotic face, and so with your um, creepy kind of mannerisms, they are creeped out, and they try to creep away as you know much as possible when dealing with all of this because they don't want to talk to you. But in the process of like dealing with them, eventually there is a blind old no blind young woman who is maybe in her 20s, 30s at the most. It's kind of hard to say with these peasant folk, like they live hard lives and, you know, you grow up fast and you die young. And this one happens to be blind, and here in Langenberg, it's a very warrior kind of culture. Uh I wouldn't say it's quite Spartan-esque where like, oh, this baby has like uh uh pigeon toes, its feet are turned in, throw it off the cliff. It's not quite like that. But it's not so forward progressive thinking that like in a medieval society being blind is like pretty shitty to begin with, and then if you're in a place where it's kind of like survival of the fittest to an extent, like that's their personal philosophy on
I feel
things.
bad that I can't heal or cure her. That's just not my specialty.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not everything is presented as like, oh, you're supposed to like help this person. I mean, you guys can't like help every lost puppy in this world. So, although Arn might try.
Well, I'll be super polite and appreciative. I'll just try to engage her as like, yeah, peacefully as I could. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, and she's very nice, um very pious, bless you, Palor's blessings upon you, etc. May Arathis and whatnot, guide you, and um, you know, may you have the strength of Heronius, and the wisdom of whatever other gods. I'm having a little bit of a chemo brain moment trying to remember all the different gods, but she like names all that stuff, and gives you directions, and doesn't once ask for a thing from you, uh, despite being a blind. I wouldn't say beggar per se, because that's not really how she like gets down here in this town. But yeah.
she makes a living. We're very honored that she could lead us to where we're going, Riggs. Do you have anything you want to keep an eye out on the way, or just want to go get the stones?
Uh, we can use her. I think he kind of says to the young girl. My friend here is a diamond admirer and likes gems and things. Can you take us someplace where we might be able to get some wares?
Yeah, definitely gonna lead you there. I've actually never seen a diamond um in real life.
Well, they're quite shiny, just like my buddy here. But if you would show us the way, it would be much appreciated.
Yeah, and she busts out her walking stick, kind of um, quarterstaff thing that she uses to like feel her way, and takes you down a series of streets until you reach like the I'm not gonna call it like Grand Bazaar because Langenberg actually has like some really strict rules when it comes to like taxation and what you're allowed to sell and import and everything. And so places like Al Qadim, Electo will tell you about bazaars and the grandness of them. This is little more than like a flea market compared to the places that Electo could tell you about. But it's hustling and bustling and all of that enough for you guys to be able to tell that this is like the heart of Langenberg's trade, which they control quite a bit of, sitting right on the King's Road, um, and the border of New Eglia and Al Qadim. They have a lot of merchants that pass through. Although there are not a non there's a non-zero number of merchants who choose to only do business outside the city limits so as to not have to deal with the customs and taxations and all of that. We're not going to get into all of that. I'm just like making it clear why a place like Langenberg, where it could be reasonably expected for there to be a massive amount of trade, has a relatively muted amount of trade for what you would expect, but still enough. And so um, you are brought to a gem cutter, a person that takes stones of various types and chips and chisels them into shapes and polishes the ones that you don't really uh, chip away at, like diamonds, rubies, emeralds, those kinds of stones. You like chip them into stuff, and then like obsidian and opal, or not obsidian, opal and moonstone and others like that. You polish into just a pleasing uh, carbachon is what they call that, like layer of
Wow,
rock
you do
that.
know.
Yeah, I know a very little bit. I like trust me that there's a lot of people who know a ton more than me, and I'm sure at some point I'll get something a little bit wrong, but like there's certain things that I know that like I can tell you, like this is what they do. So he's got a bunch of these like lower grade stones kind of laid out in the trays for you to look at to see the quality of his work. And indeed, the stones are all very nice, but none of these are the stones you're looking for. He might have like diamond chips in like a tray somewhere, but not even like just freely available because you know somebody could just walk up and grab a handful of
Yeah,
diamonds or something.
like
Yeah.
nothing over 100 gold pieces.
Right.
Oh, I just wanted to say before the young lady, I want to ask her. I wonder if you could do me a favor.
I just did.
Well, you see, sorry, keep cutting myself off. I have these platinum coins. I'm gonna whisper to her. They have an elephant on one side and a fighting warrior on the other side. This coin belongs to a dead man, and I'd like to be rid of it. Would you do me the favor and take it from me?
Oh, sir, that I couldn't take platinum. That's I'd not know where to spend it.
I simply wish to part with some of these items I've picked up in past adventures. And then I'll just kind of thank her like a bow. I'm not sure what the actual appropriate thing is, so I'll just bow.
She can't see you.
I know. I'm trying.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I can give the coin to Riggs. I'll see if he'll take it.
Oh no, she like had it. She was just like
Okay, good,
she was
good.
being like, polite. I mean, you could take it back from her if you want.
No, no, no. That's fine. I'm glad that she took it.
Yeah, she was just like, doing that thing of like trying to like be polite of it. Like, of course she wants to eat, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. True.
Like, but she's nice, she's a good person. So, uh since all of my NPCs are apparently jerks, I figured I'd throw like someone really super nice in there.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah.
No, the nice people have just been treated badly by us, so that's not your fault. We've been kind of rough on some people.
So, yeah, she's extremely thankful, although she can't see you bow, so she, doesn't return it or anything. Um, and the merchant is busy, like kind of trying to cut gems, but he sees you looking at his gems, so he's got to like keep an eye on you because he doesn't want you to steal his pretty rocks, so.
Yeah, we do look kind of strange.
Mhm.
So I'm looking for about 900 gold pieces worth of diamonds. I don't know if you can meet that order, or if you could direct me to someone who could, but
Well, my friend, aha! He like turns around and stops polishing the stones that he was like working on, and he's like, I see you've come to the right place. Do you have coin?"
I'll just take out all of my gold and hold it in my hand. I won't give it to him though. I'll just hold it. I need a few gems that are of high value, not a lot of small gems. I need big, large gems. They're for a religious ceremony, and it's very important that we find them.
Yeah, yeah. So he busts out his like good trays, and now you can see that he's got like several gems, like big, meaty, emerald, ruby, what have you, but no diamond.
Hmm. All right, that's quite a beautiful collection, but not quite what I need. Is there any chance we could find it, or do you think it may take someone of a in a higher market
Well,
bracket? I don't know how that's
I I
gauged.
I was giving you the opportunity to look at my other wares here, but if diamonds are the only thing you want, and here is where you roll insight, you guys. Oh man, you both can
There we
tell.
go.
You both can tell that he's like assessing the situation, that like if you need diamonds and only diamonds will do, then like he might be able to upcharge you here. And so he does indeed bust out a tray of diamonds of various sizes and qualities. But the diamonds that he wants 500 gold pieces for, um, well, I mean, I guess you'd have to roll to see like,
They're
but
not
you can
not
already
quite.
tell that he's trying to upsell you. So like,
Yeah.
that the insight, you don't have to appraise the diamonds. Your insight already tells you that he's like basically selling you the 250 gold piece diamonds at double price.
So Riggs turns to him and says, "Sir, um, we're just not your common everyday person that you can overcharge. We will pay a fair price for your wares, but we're not going to pay any more.
And the truth of the matter is, if I take a stone and place it over a living creature and the stone is not of high quality and value, that person's soul will slip into the twilight and could be lost. So I can't take. I will pay you what is fair, but I can't risk being undervalued for our price. There's too much at
Ah,
stake.
well then let me share some wisdom with you. Everything is worth what the buyer is willing to pay.
Let me share something with you is people who try to screw us over get hurt. Can I roll intimidation?
Yeah, you can. As you try to get intimidating with him, from behind his curtain out steps two guards. One of them is a half orc, and the other is a very Al Qadim Byzantine armor dressed warrior, which you guys already know. These guys are like the Red Viper adorned. They move fast and quick in their lighter armor, and they're annoying.
Uh,
Don't worry, we know our place. My friend here is just a little on edge. I don't know if any of you had seen the slaughter of Langenberg that occurred a day or so back.
Yeah, he ripped up my
Yes.
good silk tent.
Yes, this gentleman actually was faced that creature. He was the first man to step up and challenge that creature. So he's a little irrational, but he doesn't intend to inflict any harm upon you.
Lady Angelica will whisper into Rig's ears, remind him that you're friends with the king as well.
My sirs, you look like you might be able to fight. If you would like to show us, that's your choice. I will let you know that we have several friends, and we've performed several duties for the king. So there's some very powerful people who may not like that.
Well, then I believe our business here is concluded.
Don't worry, Briggs. It'll be fine. We'll come back. At least we know
Riggs
he's
Riggs kind of bows to them sarcastically, and as his wig leaves chalk blue
once
dust.
uh, once our friends return with the meeting with the king, we will return with them and see if we can strike a better deal.
Okay, I go. We leave, and I clap my hands.
Yeah, and some of the powdered, the wig powder from your hands, like it kind of turns into this LeBron James kind of moment where like powder flies everywhere as you turn and storm off, or not storm off, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we storm off, and I stick my head in the air like a noble with my nose up and walk away.
Yeah, and so as all that's going on, meanwhile, back with the other group, um, what is your guys's agenda here? What you go to the castle. The castle's pretty much on lockdown. They let you into the castle because Arn is still mostly Arn enough for everybody to like be like, okay, yeah, that's still Arn. He's got his like general general armor, and everything. So they don't question it too much. Of course, he hasn't revealed his new face to people who have closely seen him without his helmet on more frequently and all of that, such as King Longpike and company. So we'll see how they feel about the new Arn then. But for now, with Arn leading the charge, you're able to get past the guards and everything. But now that you're inside the castle, uh, you know, what is your approach? Because like if you go to certain places and everything, it's gonna determine like what you see, etc. So
Okay. Could I try to look for? So I'm assuming the king is being seen in his quarters from the doctors, or in
yes,
another. Okay. So I'm not gonna go to his quarters, but I'm gonna go to Leep's or um either
The
Leepe
Duke.
or the Duke. Yeah. And
yeah. So both of their quarters are stationed with you know, not even like a guard. Like there's some poor like mop boy or something like that just kind of like standing there like keeping an eye on their doors.
okay, I walk up to the little kid and or the boy, and I say, "Is Leepe present?"
Uh Commander Lepe is with the king
And the Duke.
and the duke.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. We're gonna go look for them.
Uh, can you show us the way?
Yeah, nope. I was ordered to stand here by Commander Lepe, so that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't
Sounds
want
good.
to. I don't want to like piss off Commander Lepe.
Very, very well. Very good. You're a very loyal servant. Thank you. And we'll be on our way.
Oh yeah, I'm loyal as hell. Look at me standing here with a broom. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
All right. Thank you, sir. We're gonna be heading our way.
Yeah. You go on, you get. And he
Yeah.
swings his broom at you menacingly.
Okay. So I'm gonna make my way towards the king's quarters. I know where they are, but I'm already anticipating getting stopped by the guards. So I would go until that happens.
Yeah. Well, and then outside his door, there's like 6 guards,
Yeah,
and
much more
yeah,
than the one broom guy.
yeah, well, and now you get like what's going on here. In moments of staffing shortage, you delegate as you need to, and so the mop boy had to get promoted to temporary guard for a little bit just to like keep an eye on anybody who would try to get into their rooms and quarters and everything. And if he turns up dead, then you know that somebody probably was in there. Like
Hmm. So
it,
yeah, yeah, exactly. If he's dead, then that means he's the canary in the coal mine, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, somebody killed him. Don't go over there.
Right. I mean, it sounds cruel, but I mean, he's a servant boy. He's not
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. It's medieval security systems. I get it. ADT.
yeah, exactly. So anyway, and I mean, let's face it, the canary in the coal mine was a method used like right up until the 20th century. So yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, not that a canary and a boy have the same value of life, but in this society, so
Yeah.
the guards are all guarding the king's chambers, and they stop you, of
Hmm.
course,
Well, before they stop me, when I approach, I say, "Gentlemen, uh, Lord Brynjolf," and I like nod to them, and I say, like even before they stop me, I stop before they even stop me, kind of showing respect, right? And I say, well, yeah, gentlemen, my name is Arn Brynjolf, and I kind of like nod my head to them.
well, you use your title, right?
Yes, it is I, Sir Lord Arn Brynjolf.
Yeah. So as you announce yourself, one of them is like, ah, yes, Lord Brunwolf, as you know, King Longpike is, being seen to. What can we do for you?
I actually come to ask how Longpike is doing.
Uh, we are, but you know, territory nameless NPCs. We are not even, the named NPCs like King Longpike or whatever. We're not told nothing.
I see, I see. And then he then looks at the men in their eyes and he says, "Were you there yesterday on the battlefield?"
Well, I mean, if you mean were we the ones up front fighting, like no, but we did have to enter the battlefield to like drag our king into the castle.
And then I kind of like extend a hand to one of the men who said that.
Uh, the one on your left.
Yeah, and I just shake his hand and I say, "Thank you. Thank you for what you did yesterday. You provided a large support in the battle."
At your meaty hand just like engulfs this man's
Yeah,
entire
large
like
hand. Yeah.
yeah and so like you're grabbing like his wrist and shit, like you have like all of it and he's just like trying to like shake your hand, but like he is so humbled that you are like calling him out, that like he goes and talks to his commander for you to try and like find out what's going on. Uh, his
I
commander is Leepe. So
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, I was gonna say, okay, well, Lepe knows that I was gonna tell him to tell his commander that I was the one that stabilized Long Pike on the battlefield, but if Lepe already knows that I was the one that stabilized him, correct?
oh yeah,
Okay, okay, just double checking. Okay.
yeah. So you get a point of inspiration, which
Oh man, that's
tops
two
you
points.
off. Yeah. And this knight, this guard, goes to ask Lepe. Lepe comes to the outside of the door and says, "Riggs, please come in."
Riggs is not
Or
here.
not. Oh my God, I am having such a chemo brain moment. Arn, please come in. That I got him confused with you, and now you confused with him.
Yeah, yeah, well, you switched us.
Yeah. So you are invited in, but nobody else.
I ask, may I bring my
No.
team? And I look back to the team and I say, are you guys fine staying out here without me?
Lady Angelica will respond in your head. We'll be there with you.
I
Nah.
say, thank you, and I nod to my team and I look back at Lepe and I follow him into the his quarters.
All right. So now you see. Okay. So first of all, like this guy is a warrior king, but he's still a king, and like even King Henry and King Richard and other like famous warrior kings throughout history, like they still lived like fat ass kings, and so um, he's got just this huge poster bed, uh, with all the like bedding that you would expect from somebody along the trade route from Al-Qadim and everything. Like he's got the silk and satin and Egyptian cotton and
Oh yeah,
everything that you could possibly want. His bedroom is just, his quarters are just like it's an apartment, and I don't mean like a studio apartment. Like he's got everything you could want in here, from a little area for him to bathe and have like a hot bath. It's all of that. His bed obviously takes up a huge portion of it, but then there's also a table for private dining, and just this room is huge, and it's like
yeah,
it's like its own apartment.
yeah. He lives I get it. He lives the lavish life. I get it.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
Yeah. No,
know,
I get it. Kings. I mean, back in this day, they were the only people that could experience this sort of wealth, so they live it out. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
would too.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not
So,
gonna
or I mean,
comment
I
on
I
that.
don't I don't want to speak for you, but I certainly would. So, Yeah. Hey, even if they were like, but you're the only one who can do it, and a bunch of peasants have to die, I'd be like, but I don't have to watch them die. Like okay.
Cool, cool. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So,
So yeah, I walk in and following La Epe.
yeah, and he immediately like kind of moves off to the side, and so you can like tell that the vibe is like really like somber. Reading the room, it's just a very quiet affair, and you can see gathered around the king a cadre of black robed, bird faced plague doctors that are like trying to work on him. They're like doing different things, and
They're
let
operating him right now, right?
yeah, like operating, but I don't want to use like misleading words because these are
Yeah.
not surgeons.
I just kind of want to. So I can see them. I guess servicing him right now.
Yeah,
Okay, and but they're not like cutting him open or taking out any
right.
like stitching anything. They're just like, um, I don't know. Maybe I can't see that well. Maybe that's why I don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah, well, it's definitely pretty dark. I mean, you're inside a castle. They have what windows open they can, but the general idea is that they are basically like leeching him, stuff like that.
Okay. I look to Lepe and I say, how are his wounds?
His wounds are not the issue. You used your divine touch and saved him, and his wounds were healed enough to prevent him from succumbing to death. However, he is having vile pus, and his fever has set in, and the doctors believe that the blade of Maxius had some kind of vile poison on it that is killing our king regardless.
I kind of I look upset at that to hear that he's gonna die. And I say, is he lucid? May I speak to him? He says, I will try my best to see what I can do to help your king. If you would allow me, of course, I will perform my magics on him again.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Had a sudden hot flash. Had to go put the fan in the window.
Oh,
Yeah, you offer to help, but the doctors are like, this false uh priest is not going to override science and learned medicine, you know. And
I say,
Lepe is like, hey, this man saved the king's life, which is more than I can say for what any of you appear to be doing right now. You are not doing enough to save the life of the king, and so therefore I say that this man may do what he does when it comes to the king, and you will listen to me. And the doctors are like, oh, grumble, 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 you know.
yeah. So I say, doctors, please, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but may I take a look?
Well, we already told you no, but
Oh yeah.
Lepe's over there like, you know, getting all uppity, so I guess we'll back off.
Yeah, I'm just giving them the option to, kind of like before you fire somebody, give them the option to resign.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so so what I want to do before I do anything to the king or say anything to the king is when I see the king and investigate him, does it look anything similar to the disease that I cured from the little girls back at the keep? Probably not, but I mean, is there anything like
Oh no,
yeah.
no, that was unrelated.
Okay. So I still need information from the doctor. So I look at the doctors. I say, you say that his wounds are not the cause of this sickness, correct?
It does not appear. Well, you're the one who's Mr. Magic over here. Come on, dazzle us with your divine providence, holy one.
He says nothing and he looks back over the body. And so I want to try to use my lay on hands feature to spend 5 hit points to cure any one disease or neutralize any poison affecting the king here. It might not work, but because it's something different than what I'm used to, but I'm gonna try to perform my healing on him.
Yes. So spending your well, wait. Which do you do?
What do you mean? Which one do I?
Yeah, because it's two different things. Neutralizing poison and curing disease is two different things. So which one do you try to do?
I mean, I can do both. It's only 5, so and I have like 45, so I can do it 9 different times.
Oh, so you're gonna give him a full regimen
The
of
kitchen sink, man.
yeah, I
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. I'm
Uh,
gonna try my best.
so it is not a disease. It is a poison. And when you neutralize the poison, it does indeed seem to like bring him out of the critical state, but like he's still basically in a coma recovering now. But it does appear to like the cold, fever, sweats, and pale skin mitigate, like subside just a little bit.
Cool. Okay, I kind of want to describe how it looks when I do
Yeah,
the.
absolutely, please.
So I walk over above his body and I place one hand over his forehead and one hand over his stomach area, his chest, and I'm like moving my hands up and so when I raise my hands above him, my hands start to glow. It go like I take off my gauntlets, of course, and my hands turn like they glow like a golden radiance, and I'm searching like out through his body for any toxins. And whenever I find toxins with my own hands, I treat the area, and by treating it, I physically touch the area. And when I treat and this is just from my own canon, when I treat this disease or sickness, it does bring some sort of pain to Arn because he is kind of sapping whatever is in them, and he feels kind of like a side effect of when it comes out. So Arn, whenever he cures one disease or one poison, um, as the glow ends, you see like the same feverish sweat start to appear on Arn's forehead. But he's not sick. It's just he's kind of like feeling the pain of the people that he's healing.
You're
Um,
you're like John Coffey from the Green Mile to an extent.
I don't I don't know what it is, but yes,
He
if the
does
reference makes sense,
basically
then yes.
he does basically exactly what you said, where if he lays his hands on someone, he can take their sickness into him.
Yeah,
Rail
exactly.
Caller
So
in Motherland, Port Salem does the same thing.
Nice.
okay, so yeah,
Also,
I
the
do that.
Morlocks, the healer in the X-Men, the healer in the sewers, he did the same thing. He would take
It's a
it.
common trope, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to add to it because we were going on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys exactly get what's going on. Is he feel? And I didn't specify this earlier, but I want to make it a canon point now that whenever I do heal people, it seems to bring me some sort of physical pain, and I do it even though it brings me pain. Um, so yeah, I heal him, and he is still in like a coma. He still needs to rest. And I look over to the doctors and I say, I believe he was poisoned, and I think I might have taken out what I can. He still needs time to rest, though. I think he will be doing fine for now.
Uh, we still think you're a heretic, but
Mhm. whatever you believe, I do think that your king will be in better hands now.
Yeah, ours.
And I walk over to Leepe and I say, Leepe, I know we're focused on Long Pike here, and but how are you? He says, how are you holding up after yesterday's events?
I barely saw any action. I just had to get King Longpike out of danger. It fills me with nothing but anger that Maxius was able to get away with this and that my duty to save my king's life prevented me from driving this blade into his black heart.
He says, I in fact fought Maxius long and hard yesterday. I was one of the men that tried to pursuit him before he tried to escape. I do think even though you were not on the battlefield, I think you saving the king allowed us to use any force to dispatch of these invaders. Uh, I was able to chase him off on a griffin. Excuse me, I was able to chase him out of the city. He fled on a griffin. Um, uh, but though he was able to do a lot of damage when he was here, I'm sure you know above the Slod. He said Arn starts to say that I think the Slod might have had to do something with Long Pike and the sword of his. It all seems fishy to me.
The poison in our king's blood would seem to confirm that there is indeed dark magic at work here.
So you understand what I was speaking of yesterday when I noticed the magic.
Indeed. And if Maxius is involved in this, then the law of the land is that he must be put to death. I thank you, Lord Arn, for everything that you have done for the king, and I have a reward for you. And he gives you a golden plated sword. It looks almost ceremonial. Um, you're not sure if it's you know going to be useful, but he gives you that, and he says, "You are now the uh, King's Guard honorary uh, co-captain, second only to me in commanding these men, not the army, just the guards." And um, so like the six jerks outside, and then a couple others that
He
are.
basically gave me a title, a different title that has a little bit more power than just Lord, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. You have like a specific function in the cogs that make up the machine of Langenberg now, to where if the guards are needed to do something, you are capable of like giving commands and doing stuff. So he gives you this like golden sword that gives you that title and all of that, and then he also uh, says that he needs approval from the king, but he is going to have a stipend, um, allotted for you and your knights and your keep, uh, based on meritorious service in extreme service to the king.
Uh, so Arn appreciates the gift. The sword, when I pick it up, it's a long sword, right? The same sword
Yeah,
that
yeah, it's whatever kind of sword you want it to be.
I got it. Okay. So right now let's say it's a long sword. So I
Not
grab
not
it and
like it changes, just like.
yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, it's a long sword. So I take the sword and I say I appreciate this gift and the title. He says, I'm sorry to share. I mean, if you want to speak to me, Lady Angelica, I hear you.
As I say, ask about the diamonds for the healing and helping people.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So I'm gonna say after the events of yesterday, my party and I would, uh, if it is, uh, you know, of no, uh, hold up, let me try to say this again. He goes, after the events of yesterday, my party and I have spoken, and it's been quite a time since we've been able to rest or focus on other tasks. Uh, we think that we are going to be taking a leave soon from the city. He asks Lepe, do you have ways of communicating with us at far distances?
Uh, like sending a messenger?
Or like a raven or like a sending stone? I don't know if they have
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. We have birds. We have people. Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna say, so I will let you know that that we will be taking our leave soon. We will be back. Um, it is just we have other matters that we must investigate. Please do let me know how Long Pike is, and I hope he recovers swiftly.
Yes.
Uh,
Long live the king.
I do say, but before I leave, I do need to purchase some fine gems. Do you have any jewelers in town that I may visit?
I mean, go down to the bazaar and check out the various markets. That's, even when we buy stuff for the castle and everything, like, we just got to send out our shoppers and they go and they purchase what they can.
Okay, so no like special vault that I can purchase from you, like specifically
Oh,
I'm looking
we
for.
we have royal gems, but like they're not for sale.
I see, I see. Okay, thank you again. Um, I was glad to serve yesterday with you on the field. It was a great battle.
Yeah,
Much-
yeah. I mean, look, if you like mention, your title and everything, like somebody might be willing to give you a good deal just because like if you're wearing their jewelry to a party, like that's good for business. That's what we have our shoppers do. But like they got to go down there and haggle and bargain like anybody else. I mean, we're a free market society here.
I see. Um, he does say so before he takes his leave, or unless there's anything else you guys want me to say, you guys can talk to me right in my head. Do you guys want me to ask anything before I leave?
Lady Angelica asked if the king has said anything while he was under the effects of the poison. If he's in any sort of like, has he talked or mentioned
So
anything?
remember, you guys aren't in the room technically, right?
No, I'm asking you to say that.
Okay. So yeah, I say that.
And then also ask what is the state of Maxius's forces?
Yeah, we should probably figure somewhere. Yeah, that's true. So I repeat that. I say, has he mentioned anything in his, in his stupor, or
Mostly pained mumbles and groans.
what about their Benhemia's forces? What did they look like after the battle?
uh, Griffins and knights and uh, other things. But as far as like overall fighting strength, they still outnumber us something like 1.5 to 1, even with just this force here. And they have other legions that they could call up depending on the length of a siege or whatever. So.
Mhm.
But they're still outside, or have they retreated?
Not like outside, like they're not just outside the wall. Like they have a camp, like a day or two or whatever away, and like that's where they are.
Okay.
Anybody else need to ask anything or want to know anything, or because I can ask this guy, he'll probably give us some
Uh,
information.
no, I was just hoping to get some stuff around the codex. I was hoping, but I guess that's not going to work out.
I don't think he knows much about that kind of stuff.
Anyway, and since he hasn't brought up Lady Angelica, there's no reason to mention it to him. So
Yeah, he didn't seem to tell me like that lady that's with you or whatever. He seemed very friendly towards us. So.
yeah, so I think we call take a win, head out.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna shake his hand like as a strong, one of those like forearm handshakes. and I say, Epe, I hope to fight alongside you again one day.
Yes, but not too soon, eh?
No. Much rest is needed. And I scratch the back of my head.
Well, good Godspeed to you, my friend. My accent, it is slipping into something else.
And I ask, is there any way I can make a donation to the troops here? I know you guys probably have a big treasury, but I would like to offer up an amount of gold for the soldiers, maybe as a bonus or an appreciation for what they did for us yesterday.
Uh, the vault, it is big, yes, but very empty lately.
He said, "Okay, you know what? Can I how much gold do I have? Let's see. Where is my gold? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate. I know this is a large chunk, but Arn is gonna pull out 200 gold from his pocket, in a pouch, and he's gonna give it to Laepe, and he's gonna say, "Please, I would prefer that you would distribute this into the pockets of the soldiers in town. Um, Many of them were injured, and again, a lot of soldiers died, and I just want to somehow show them my appreciation."
Oui, yes. Well, it would amount to 5 silver or whatever. 200 gold. Yeah, that's enough for 1 gold per guard at least. Yeah. So I will maybe even closer to like 2. So
I didn't know it'd be that little, but it's something.
so we it is not a how you say windfall, quit your job sort of payday, but a bonus is a bonus, no?
I guess so. Yeah.
So yes, I make sure the men they get this bonus and go have a good meal and several strong drinks on you, eh?
Yeah. That sounds great. That's you should tell them that exactly. Go get themselves a nice dinner. Get themselves some drinks.
And so yeah, that's pretty much how that plays out.
So I don't know what the sword does or is, or can I ask him? Like, why I didn't even ask him. Sorry. So what is this sword exactly?
That is the sword of the commander of the king's guard.
Does it have any magical effect to it?
It magically makes the men do what you say when they see that you have it.
I see. Okay. It's yeah, it's like a figurehead thing. I flash it. People do things. Got it.
Yes. You hold the whip now, yes?
Is this a common thing known in Lagenberg? This sword, like that
Yeah.
only the like the generals and stuff would have a sword like this.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, perfect. That's all I need. Thank you, Leepe. Tell tell Longpike that I hope he does well when he wakes up.
We thank you.
Okay, and we take our leave.
All right.
Let's go get the diamonds done.
Yeah, can we try to meet either Soulforge or go to a different diamond store?
Yeah, you
Uh,
can like head on down to you know the Diamond District and try your luck with all of that.
so we need 2 diamonds of 100 gold pieces of value, right?
And then the Soulforge needs another one for the Return Dead thing. So you both have Revivify, and then he also wanted the.
It's 500 gold pieces.
So we need $700 worth of gold. Diamonds.
$700 worth of diamonds.
$700 worth of golden diamonds.
Also, yes.
Very rare.
No,
Right.
yeah, okay.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Revivify is 300, so it's 600 total for Revivify, and then how much for yours, Soul Forge?
No, it's
5.
it'll be 500, so it's 8 altogether.
No, 1100, because you both can use Revivify. You might as well both have it.
It'd be good to have.
Yeah, in case the other one goes
Yeah.
down, it's a backup. It's completely reasonable. You both have.
Okay, so
Okay.
I mean that's a good investment. I can pay for it. I have some gold on me. So I'm gonna go down to the bazaar. Lady Angelica, do you want to meet up with us now that you're cleared?
Yeah, I'll trust that it's safe to come out, and
Yeah.
I can always
Yeah.
scamper away.
Maybe having a beautiful lady in the diamond shop would help us out a little bit. I don't know.
Sure, I'll come up. I'll slink back out and sort of carefully walk around and see if anyone says anything. And if not, I will join up with you guys.
So I am going to go to the bazaar.
Yeah, and you don't notice anyone like giving you any dirty looks or anything other than like the standard. Some people admire the nobility and some people sneer at you, and that's just how it is.
So at first, when she comes out, she'll be sort of like slinking around a little bit and sort of ducking to corners. But then, as nobody really notices, she'll sort of regain her noble walk and very purposely, like shoulders back, head up, looking down on everybody, and sort of acting like a noble ought to act.
Yes.
This is just for the game. On the way there, every single guard that Arn sees, like that's in armor, they didn't even have to be like near him, but he stops and he speaks to them, which takes us a little bit longer than it should to get to the bazaar. But he takes the time to speak to every guard that he sees and thank them for what they did yesterday.
Yeah, well, I'm sure as you come out of Long Pike's chambers, though, Electo probably wants to know what's going on. I mean, I know you guys could like talk to each other in your heads, but you didn't really.
Okay, I mean, yeah, on the way, I'll go ahead and tell them that he was poisoned by the sword. It seems to have longer lasting effects on people that are damaged by the sword. Fortunately, I do resist poison, so I don't think the poisons were able to um, infect me as much as I did Long Pike. But he's gonna be doing fine. He just needs to rest. They gave me this sword, which makes me kind of like a general in the army now. So I got another promotion. That's cool. Um,
Is this poison like anything you've seen before?
um, I don't know how to explain it. It's more of a feeling. It felt like a normal toxin to me.
The angel inside your head explains that it is a necrotic poison associated with shadow demons and vampires.
Okay, when that happens, so what happens is Lecto says, "Does it feel like a normal poison to you?" And then I hear the voice probably for the first time out loud, and Arn kind of like looks behind him. He thinks that that there's somebody speaking in his ear, like like speaking to him in his ear, and then he kind of like shakes his head and he goes, "Oh, I kind of forgot." He goes, and he doesn't kind of want to tell you that the angel spoke to him, but he says it felt necrotic, not like a normal poison.
Oh, and by the way, when the angel does speak to him, it's almost as if it's not feedback like, oh my god, feedback, it's screaming in your ears feedback, but just like that thing where it like breaks up and like you can't hear anything.
So like priority speaker, whenever it speaks to me, I hear it more than other things.
They can't hear it is the important thing.
Okay. So yeah, I don't divulge that it's speaking to me, but I say I think it's a necrotic poison. That sword definitely has something to do with it. But I would like to move along and investigate this sewer incident a little bit deeper after we get these diamonds. All right, and we go to the diamond store.
I just have a quick question for when Lady Angelica comes back. So, how does like your disguise work? Is it disguise self?
It's like a polymorph, but doesn't require concentration to stay up. Doesn't require a full concentration.
Oh, okay, so you would look human until you lose the form. It's not trickery
Yeah.
or magic. It's
No,
okay,
no.
cool.
So I'm like legitimately transformed unless I get knocked hurt badly, super angry or very drunk or something stupid or lose control of it. But it doesn't keep me from using a concentration spell.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now that
cool.
we're not free from the storyline. Sorry, I like the storyline, but now that we are gonna maybe do a little bit of other things, things on the list that I do want to, eventually figure out is kind of like how you're cursed. I don't know if you want to figure out how you're cursed, or maybe we can do research. Because I would also like to eventually do research on the Nephilim, the race of people that supposedly I'm related to.
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's cursed. She's like it's her. Her theory would be that she was touched by the far realm as like in utero somehow.
Okay, then maybe we can at least figure out a little bit more of what that means.
Yeah.
Whenever we do like, because I'm hoping that there's some sort of like library that has a bunch of information that we can look for, and then figure out what the Nephilim are, or what events happened in the past, and like why they're all dead now, or maybe we can figure out some more about the far realm, more
Yeah,
about these portals. I'm sure there's some place where that has a storage of information.
yeah, and we have the whole comet issue to try and track down as well, and what to do. Yeah,
Okay, so diamond store.
Diamonds.
Okay, I arrive at Bob's Bazaar.
And
Yeah, I'll let you go in this time because I actually got to go find some somewhat more human clothes because I'm wearing these monk's robes and people are off put by me. So I want to try to pick something up quick.
Yeah, so in walks this well-armed man with a golden, um, jeweled sword at his hip when he walks into the shop.
yeah, and so if you want to just roll a persuasion right off the bat to try and impress him and get your discount, or not discount per se, but you know what I mean, like your preferential treatment.
Persuasion.
Yeah, so even though you didn't roll as high as what you could have with your bonus, that's a really good overall. It was only going to be a 15 to try and like get him to sell you diamonds at a reasonable price and everything. And so he does just that. You're able to purchase um, the $300 diamonds, no problem. Unfortunately, I have to roll to see if he has a $500 diamond.
That's fine. That's understandable. That's a big chunk of diamond, I bet.
Oh man.
A 2. Does it look likely?
No, no, no.
He doesn't even know what a diamond is.
Like, no. You guys always want me to roll low just to make it like universal to where it's, not one of those DM games where it's like, oh no, this roll you wanted me to roll high and this roll you wanted me to roll low and blah blah blah. No.
Okay, so D100s, usually the better outcome is closer to 1.
Yes. Now if
Oh,
you're
we got a 2.
yeah, so if you're rolling, you want to roll high. Always. That it's D&D. Like there's no roll where you want to roll low. And if I'm rolling, you want me to roll low. So
Understandable.
he has an ultra rare pink diamond that for 750 gold pieces is good for 3 uses.
Wow.
Okay, so in this world, so we would know this, that the materials would be spent whenever we would cast a stronger spell like this.
Yes.
Okay. So he pulls out so we're looking for a 500, right?
Mhm.
And he has a 750.
I'll pay for it. If
Well,
you just get
wait,
it now, I'll
before
give
you
you the
do-
gold back.
Before you do, I say, so I'm gonna go ahead and first purchase the 2 diamonds, the 600.
Yes.
So I'm gonna mark that down before I say what I'm gonna do.
And Electo, you're here with them and everything, right? So
so is Lady Angelica would be there by
yeah.
now.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
all of us can be here.
if anybody wants to like chime in or whatever, like.
Yeah, I was just saying, just go ahead and buy that thing. We want
Well,
the fancy.
I say, I kind of look at the diamond, and I say, this looks really nice next to my sword, doesn't it? Kind of matches and it's gleaming.
Pink for your personality.
I asked the jeweler, what do you think? Do you think this looks nice?
So is Lady Angelica would be there by now. Yeah, I was just saying, just go ahead and buy that thing. We want the fancy.
I say, I kind of look at the diamond, and I say, this looks really nice next to my sword, doesn't it? Kind of matches and it's gleaming. I asked the jeweler, what do you think? Do you think this looks nice? This looks
I
good.
think it looks majestic, like a true warrior.
It's probably hard to sell a diamond this large to anybody here in town, isn't it?
Angelica's going to jump in your mic. Just buy the damn rock.
Okay, that's fine. I'll give him the 750. Here you go, dude. Enjoy it, all right? I was gonna flash the sword and see if he wanted to do a special deal.
I mean, I've got 8K
Oh,
on me.
I'm sorry. I thought you had already like been spotted with it, and like that was already like part of this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he saw it, but I was trying to like get him to want to sell it more to me. Maybe I didn't portray that well, but I wanted him to try to sell it to me and then tell him that like, oh, 750 is a lot. I have 600 on me, and see if he would have sold it to me. But it's fine. I'll give him the 750. It's okay.
So yeah, you have a pink diamond that is essentially the 500 gold piece diamond that you need, but it has 3 charges.
Yeah, that's great. So I give I leave the store and I give the pink one to Soul Forged. I give him one of the 300 ones, and I keep one of the 300 ones.
Cool, thank you. I will store them inside somewhere safe.
Yes, we need these for your powerful magics.
So,
Well, hopefully we never use it, but it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Correct.
so what time of day is it?
It's probably been so. It was about morning when we first started our journeys.
Yeah, but then it took 3 hours, so it was like afternoon, and then between having to go to the shops and the king, that would have been another couple hours. So we're getting like pretty close to 5, 6.
Yeah.
It's getting later.
Yeah, I made it a point to stop and say thank you to all the guards. So that means it probably took us another hour on top of that.
Yeah, so maybe get dinner and then I think some of us should probably keep watch down at the portal to make sure that guy doesn't come back and try and summon anything else through. But
Well, I'm down sleeping down there if you guys want.
yeah, we can do that too.
Would you guys like to sleep in a sewer? I don't mind.
We'll just take some supplies down with us to make it a little easier.
Lady
Yeah, we'll
Angelica
take maps
slept there
and stuff.
last time. Well, we have the magic tent thing.
That's true, and then we can just prestidigitation some of the moss and shit off the walls, and we'll make it nice. We'll sleep down there.
Lady Angelica slept down there in a closet, so yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't want to leave you down there by yourself again. Let's go. Is everybody okay with going down in the sewer? That way we can watch the portal, make sure that guy doesn't come back.
I mean, we can get dinner first to get like a real meal and then go down.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Uh,
No need to sacrifice the normal parts of life. We don't always have to be living in the dirt.
Riggs kind of says, I'm not sure sewer is a good place for a noble person to be sleeping.
Kind of a salt to the earth kind of guy, salt of the earth.
But if that's what the party wants, I can live.
Oh, you mean you? Sorry. Yeah. I get it. I'll make it nice for you down there.
Okay.
Electo, I'd like to show Electo my fortress. It's very
Your
similar
fortress?
to it's very similar to the one that you make. I'm quite proud that I've learned how to make a similar hut.
Oh, I would like to see that.
And I'll cast Identify on the sword just to see if there's anything interesting going on there.
It does have a minor enchantment. It is a +1 sword that the gold plating like never flecks or chips.
Oh, okay, cool. It's
That's
very
magic. That's
well
nice.
made. Yeah. I still have this sword that my friend Logan made me. I've named the sword Talon, even though I didn't name it on the thing, but I remember back when he first made it, when Logan first made it, he explained that it was the hilt had like wings of like of a bird of prey, and the what's the bottom part of the sword? The hilt? Not the hilt.
Yeah, the hilt, and then the cross.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it a cross?
Yes, and the hilt kind of had like talons grabbing the hilt, so I named the sword Talon. Anyways, yeah, let's go get some dinner. Is there a nice place we can go to just to get like a good meal in this before we go down?
We should have a celebratory meal to commemorate what a difficult time we've been having.
You know what I want to try? Can we go to some place where like there's like a hall, I guess. I want to go there, and even if there's no food, I can produce food and water, so we can make it a party. You know what I'm trying to say?
Can it be
You can make nachos.
a place called Happy Days?
So let me get this straight. After the battle with Maxius, where the king almost died, you're gonna throw a party?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
it's a
quite get
private
that.
party. It's
Not
for
really a
us.
party, but like as I guess as celebration for the people who survived.
How about something for the people, a memory of those who lost their lives, and
Something
Yeah,
to cheer us up.
yeah. I think
or,
everybody needs some sort of.
or we could just go to like a restaurant or tavern and have a good meal and not.
Yeah, DM on your part, if you think that we would notice that it would be very insensitive to throw anything, then we won't.
I
But
I I'm just
if
I'm
you
just throwing it out there that it is possible that people would look at you funny. I'm not saying what is or isn't going to happen, but certainly like somebody would have the thought of like I wonder if people are going to like take this the wrong way. I'll give you guys a little bit to like think about exactly how you want to do it though cuz I need a 5-minute bio break quick, so
okay, that works.
I think we should just do a dinner.
Yeah, just something small. Let's not. Excuse me. I burped.
As long
If
as
people
there's
would,
ale.
I wonder. So I produce food and water. I wonder if I can produce wine or like meat or something instead of water.
It's like a shitload of stuff you produce. It's like 40 pounds of food.
75 pounds of food, I think. Yeah. So if we're not gonna throw the party, what I'm gonna do instead is I am gonna still cast create food and water, but I'm gonna donate it to like an orphanage before we leave, and then that way, any displaced children can be fed for a week maybe.
It doesn't have a duration, does it?
The
Like it
food?
doesn't
No,
disappear yet.
no. It
Oh
it
wow.
creates the food. Yeah, the food is there. I could just make a bunch of bread and they could store it or something.
You're gonna give people wine and bread
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
and fish.
Yeah, exactly. Are you getting the tropes now?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, Arn has been reborn, as a different kind of soldier. Yeah, you guys notice Arn, he's a bit more not sensitive, but you see that a lot of his stresses have disappeared. A little bit more collected than he was.
Did you want to go north, as you were saying with the Niflheim?
So I didn't want to. I want to go somewhere where I could figure out. So what I know is that I have some Nephalese blood inside of me, right? Arn does. So Arn, I don't think maybe this is how I understand it. Arn isn't necessarily alive again, like I wasn't reborn, but instead I am fused with a like an angel. I'm fused with a higher powered being.
Like
And
Venom?
yes, and that is what's kind of keeping me alive. Like it's like inside of me. So I don't know if that means that one day I can die, like it can leave me, but the reason that I am here is because this angel, who is also a Nephilim person like me, doesn't want our race to die out yet because she thinks that there's something that we are needed for still. Like I cannot die. She said, like we need to go back. Like you need to go back. whatever that means. But I want to figure more of it out and why I cannot die. She doesn't really give me much information. She hardly speaks to me, but when she knows something that I don't know, she does speak up.
I love that your outfit is old lady scarves, Soulforge. That's very funny.
It's a good look, I think.
Well, I figured he would try to find something that would make him fit in more, but it's actually just gonna work the opposite. Like if you notice, it's actually a skirt too. It's not like he has armor under, but
Yeah.
it's like Doctor Doom. He's like one of the baddest guys around, but he wears that like
It's like
thing with the armor and the skirt.
mm-hmm. Like an alien came down to Earth and saw like the first person wearing this, and he was like, "This is what humans wear," and then you wore it.
Or like Darkseid of DC, he just wears that skirt thing.
So the next thing I want to do for my story is yeah, figure out what the Nephilis are. I don't really want to go to the north. I could go to the north, but I'm kind of like not supposed to go back. I ran away and I took an old ritual sword that shouldn't be taken from the king or from like the jarl or whatever they're called up there.
Yeah, and also it's called a tabard.
I'm sorry.
The piece of cloth that hangs between the legs, it's called a tabard.
Oh yes. Yeah, so I don't want to go north. If we have to go north, I will. I will face whatever that means going up north. But I'd rather not get involved with the politics of my people. They're not too happy of what I did.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to focus, or I think, I don't know where it leads us to. It's just where do we going to go? How do we track down the whole comet thing?
Well, I
Well,
think we'll get there when we investigate a little bit more of this of these port of the this raggedy guy down here. We might get some more stuff.
Yeah.
If not, then maybe more information will just come in bursts of like visions that Soulforge is seeing. But I think we'll get there eventually. I don't think we need to fret. So we decided, DM, by the way, that we're just gonna have a
Oh, I
dinner.
heard.
Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna have a small dinner, and then after the dinner, I do want to donate 75 pounds of food and 100. How much water is it? So I'm gonna cast create food and water and donate it to an orphanage in the town.
Okay. And yeah, you guys, have a look, I'm not trying to say that you guys can't like celebrate amongst yourselves. I'm just saying if you're getting raucous and like throwing a
Mhm.
party, like, people might look at you funny. They might not. I wasn't like making a threat that like if you threw a party the town was going to turn on you or something.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make it clear that like you might not want to do the whole party like how you had done before kind of vibe with like
no,
ev-
this is like an Irish or Italian thing where your family's there and you're loud, but it's respectful.
yeah, and that's fine. And that's, I just wanted to throw that out there that you guys don't have to like sit there and eat in silence and like, it's not like that. The other people are still drinking and doing stuff like that. Everybody gives that much of a crap about the king. I mean, like they're pretty patriotic here in Langenberg, but like not everybody's flag is at half mast.
Well, and Arn wants to feed everyone that comes by, so free food also helps.
Yeah. So, there's a in fact, you guys managed to make it feel like a sort of like group meal after a battle, not a party, but like a bonding experience where like people start to talk about like the things that they saw or like anyone who did anything. And yes, it turns into a bit of braggadocious kind of, pissing contest kind of stuff. But like it seems to be kind of good for the morale of the town as they, talk about like how tough they all are and like, knowing that Maxius is camped, you know, a 18-hour march away from Langenberg is a scary thing, but they start to talk about like what they're going to do if he comes back and like, you know, that's not a bad thing to like, increase the morale. And so um uh you guys, manage to um everybody gets another point of inspiration that was involved in this. Uh, so I think that's everyone. I don't think anyone was not here. Uh, so everybody gets a point of inspiration, and then the town, like it, it's not something that I can like put into like pure mechanics, but the town has now been like blessed by Arn, basically, to where everybody's gonna fight, you know, 10% harder.
That's perfect. All right, and I've after this, I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to go and investigate down in the sewer.
Oh, I thought you meant your character was just gonna be like, all right, well, I retire to the farm and
Oh, that's a good end.
yeah, and Arn's story comes to an end. So I win. I retire as champion. I won D&D.
I think I do now. I think I have everything I need. I have a stipend of money. I have titleship. I'm pretty ready to retire.
Yeah, you're the first player to ever retire having won the game.
And it was advanced.
And it was, yes, I almost went the whole route with that quote, but thank you for catching that. Um, yeah, you guys want to retire, but it appears that Riggs has not quite um gotten all of his demons drowned and seeks more drink to dunk his demons deeply uh, and so he separates from the group, and you guys retire to your spaces, and as you guys are asleep resting.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to do one thing before I shut down. I wanted to wait until Lady Angelica was about to go to sleep, and then I had a question for her. Sorry, did you guys catch that, or did I cut myself off?
No, we heard you.
Okay. So just before Lady Angelica falls asleep, I want to just kind of walk over and say, Lady Angelica, your magic allows you to choose any human form. Why have you chosen such a plain form to hide amongst the people? Why did you not choose something, perhaps larger or smaller? How did you determine this was the face you wanted to wear?
This face was modeled after my brother's favorite tutor as a child, and a face he kept in his memory. And because of that, I decided to use it as the model for my face when I began to learn this ability.
Okay, I just kind of nod, look and nodding of understanding, and then I'm just going to go find somewhere to shut down for 4 or 5 hours.
Is Soulforge good at recalling information? Are you like a computer? Like your brain works like a
Well,
computer?
I'm good at like I have the researcher background, which will give me some little boost, and I have pretty good stats for like insight.
Yeah, you should get some history on you. Maybe that might fit.
I've also been planning on once I can pick up the new clothes of getting a book to keep notes of things that we encounter.
Did you want to set up your fortress or whatever you wanted to set up tonight so that we can sleep in the sewer safely?
It's
Is
the
there is the room inside the hotel room or
Oh,
the inn?
I thought we were gonna camp the sewer that way.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
in
gonna
the
say this.
sewers. Okay, yeah, for sure. So once we get everyone gets situated, I will summon the tiny hut, and when you guys go inside, you're expecting it to be like Electos with the an open area, but instead it's just like what is there 5 of us? There's just like it's kind of like a space station, like it's just 5 pods that you stand in. There's not really like open space to move around. It's literally you can go into your little spot and stand inside there.
Is it comfortable?
You can lean back because it's a bit like slanted, so you can lean back against the wall, but otherwise it's just like this open chamber, just big enough for each person.
Okay. I'll try to sleep in this.
Then I can just go inside and close my eyes and rest.
Hibernation pods.
I won't be offended if you guys sneak out because it's not comfortable. He doesn't know any better.
It's like a closet.
You're
I
like,
thought
how
we
do we
had,
tell
like,
him we like
something.
Electos better? Let's just go.
Electos has like beanbags and like a hookah.
All kinds of beads, like separating everything into different little areas.
It smells good inside.
Every
I've been working
every,
on it for a long time.
every inch of it is covered in carpet. The floors, the walls, the ceilings.
Yeah. This
There's
one
just
is
like tapestries and rugs, just like every inch of it.
this one's a little less cozy, but it's exactly what Soulforge thinks would be the perfect sleeping arrangement. So that's what he creates.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
like,
already out.
this is how we all sleep, right?
Yeah. And so eventually, early in the morning, you guys are awakened by the sounds of rigs coming in. Like, I don't want to speak for you, so like, but I assume like you're coming in a little hot. You're kind of jogging, fast walking, power walking at a minimum.
Yeah, and I'm probably fairly messed up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're bleeding, you're bruised, your clothes have been torn, you're covered in blood.
What happened to you?
I don't know. I think somebody's following me.
Did you lead them down here?
Maybe. I have I had no other choice. I was attacked and left for dead. And then when I came back over here, I caught wind. I felt like I was being followed. Um, they were asking for Logan, but I didn't tell them anything.
It, I'm sorry, excuse my rudeness. Like I'm like rubbing the sand off my eyes. He goes up to you. He goes, "Are you okay? Do you need? Oh, you're obviously not okay. I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
healing. How much HP are you missing right now?
Well, at this point, I should be at 1.
Ooh, and we do not have the benefits of a long rest yet, right?
No, you guys do.
Okay. I guess Riggs won't be able to have a long rest tonight. Is that because he came like early in the morning to us?
Well, it was his like thing, He
Yeah.
We can always wait
I'm
for him
just
to
double
take a
checking.
nap too if we have to.
I'm
But
just
I'm gonna
double.
immediately walk over to him once he said Logan. I'm gonna walk over and say, "What do you mean they were
They were
searching for
dressed.
Logan?"
They were dressed in clothes that indicated they came from where Logan came from. They asked me if I knew where he was, and I said he died in the battle. And a melee ensued, and I woke up bloody and with dead bodies laying around me. And a commoner almost saw me, and I tried talking to him, and he ran to the guard. So I knocked him out and put him by the dead bodies and put blood on him. And then I was coming down here back to you guys because that was the only place I could go. But I think they were following me. I don't know for sure, but I think they were.
And you told them that Logan was deceased?
Yes.
I'm going to let out a really strange, human but deep laugh. And I'll say, sorry, it's not that the situation is funny, but it is the tradition of Logan's people to want to reclaim the body, even the bodies of enemies. And they're going to find themselves sorely at a loss to discover what happened to Logan.
Well, I don't think they believed me.
I think we have to definitely be very careful because there are many solutions to that situation, but all of them should put us on alert.
Well, if they were following me, they're probably not too far behind. Like I said, I don't know for sure.
I go, or Soulforge, can you heal him? What kind of healing do you have?
Yeah, sorry, just give me a moment and I will try to help his wounds.
So you said that they think that, so you ran in here like while they were following you. You had to flee them, right? Flee from them.
Yeah, I was basically, out of character. I was there with blood all over me, dead bodies. I was trying to get out of there
Got it.
because it was out in the open.
Yeah, and daylight was like coming up, and yeah.
Well, you left after the dinner, and I thought you were just gonna come a little late, but you spent all night out there. I mean, you went through some rough times by yourself.
I was drinking away my sorrows, my friend.
Hey, Soulforge, let me top them off. I can that way you don't have to waste more spell slots.
It's all right. I used as much as I could.
What? How much HP are you missing, Riggs?
I'm missing 51.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 30 more HP from Lay on Hands. As what happens, that's the same thing that happened to Longpike. I kind of hover my hands over you and I like seal up your wounds, and I kind of feel like a sharp pain in my shoulder or wherever you had the wounds. So I give you, or I can actually give it to you now. Let me target you and give it to you.
Well, we can definitely have some lunch, and if you humans have to eat, or sorry, that was a slip. If you people need to eat, we could do that and let them take a quick rest. Maybe discuss what you want to do.
Um, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts to see if I can tell anybody else is down here in the sewers with us.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Okay, I gave you some help there.
Casting detect thoughts. Uh, there are indeed the thoughts of a few homeless people hiding out down in the sewers.
But not the people who are pursuing rigs.
Correct. Nothing. Coming from any threats right now.
Okay. I'll let everybody know that there doesn't seem to be any pursuit. Whoever
Right
they
as
were.
you say that, shurikens come flying at the group. the hut is just ending after its period, and the ninjas waited until the exact moment, and it just so happens to comically coincide with you confidently telling the companions that there was nobody here. These ninjas, Soulforge, Logan will be able to tell you later, have trained for years to be able to shut down their minds and block out any telepathic intrusions.
I actually thought so, but I didn't want to say it to them in case it might scare them. But then it was
Yep,
I waited too long.
yep.
Thanks, man.
And so as the shurikens begin to fly, like I'm not gonna have you guys actually like get damaged mechanically, but um, it becomes very obvious from Riggs's story, from Logan's history, and if necessary, one of you could become slightly damaged. Um, but there is a shadow poison that deals 7d6 poison damage every shuriken that guys get hit by. So um, your best option here is not to stay and fight an enemy that you cannot even see where the shuriken are coming from right now.
Well,
The
I would.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
my plan was to give them night vision and then just go dark. I know it may not help, but at least we might gain a slight advantage if they don't have dark vision.
Well, they definitely have dark vision. They're also
Yeah, I thought
invisible.
so.
They're also invisible and attacking you from complete stealth. So like they're sniping you.
I don't know, guys. It's up to you if you want to try to bolt.
Well, I like. I guess the problem is that like, are we in a room? I assume, are we in a hallway?
You're in the place in the sewers where you were.
Okay. Um,
You know what? We'll roll. Cool. So
Yeah, sorry, I was just kind of letting you guys take the initiative on what to do next turn. You guys want to run? I'll run. If you guys want to fight, I mean, but like you said, we can't really fight something that we can't see right now. So
well, like if we're in this room, do we see which directions they came from?
you can't even see them.
No, but the shurikens came from a direction, right? Or we have no idea at all.
Well, I mean, the shurikens are just kind of like flying, but sure. Like they came from, the opposite corner.
So okay, so the lower left corner, vaguely that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with running. All I thought was I was going to throw a fireball that direction to slow them down and get the fuck out. But that's
Yeah, I agree.
actually we can do better than that. But yeah, let's if we're going to use initiative to run out of there, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I think we should definitely get out of the sewers. This is not where we want to fight them.
All right. So all right.
ooh, big one.
All right, and don't forget Sir Thomas. All right.
Sorry, I can't see my token anymore.
Okay, and so you guys are all kind of in that corner, and oh, that was supposed to be at advantage because you can't see me.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna pull back as much as I can. Just wondering. 1 minute. I'm just double checking just in case I want to try something here. Hold on. Okay. So I will move as far back as I can. There's. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do full movement, and hopefully, if everybody can make it, is that all right, guys?
Yeah.
Are you trying to run out that front there?
Yeah, I mean,
Is that the right way? Is it up or down? I'm not really sure which way's out.
Yeah, it's not overly important. Like
Okay.
you can get out either which way. Like
Yeah, so I'll move, and then I can use an action to go. That's how that works, to go another.
I plan to put a spell behind, so you're going to leave me in the dust a little bit, but hopefully it'll slow him down about.
Okay, then I'll wait here just in case I got to cover you. I'll just go 5 feet around the corner there. Okay, that's it. Okay. That's what I'll do. Sorry, let me end my turn.
How tall is the roof in this room?
10 feet, you know.
Okay, I will move to there, and then I will turn around and.
It's not your turn.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
click it? I thought I clicked it. Oh, never mind. Okay, there's a turn in between there.
No, 19.
Wait, these things are in melee distance of us?
No, the shuriken they throw just counts as the short sword.
Okay.
the poison seeps into your system as the assassin's shuriken strikes you in like the side, but on the left side where like an artery, an important vein is, and the poison like instantly works its way into your system, and it causes you to start to convulse a little. You drop to the ground dying.
Do I not switch to the other form when I get to 0 hit points?
No, the poison is literally like preventing you from doing so.
Oh no.
The next assassin. All right, this one does this, and then the next assassin attempts to target Riggs. Oh, why do I keep forgetting advantage? All right, they miss Riggs with their shuriken Electo.
Okay. Well, this is not cool. So I have a sense generally now of what direction they're coming from because we're kind of in one corner of the room, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to step forward. And I would like to cast Cone of Cold. But I can't target anyone because there are no dudes on the map.
Cone of Cold is a 30-foot cone?
60-foot cone.
60-foot cone. Okay. So, like that.
Don't see anything yet. Give my computer 1 second. Oh, yep, perfect. That is perfect.
Okay. All right. 1 second. There, you're targeting.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and cast.
Your hands come together and a cone of frosty, swirling snow spreads out all into the corner. Two shapes appear.
Awesome.
This one and this one, and you're able to see as the snow and cold like hit them. They both failed. So go ahead and deal your damage.
And they are frozen. Oh, no, wait. Never mind. That's when they die. So soon they'll be frozen.
Yeah, soon they'll be frozen. Yeah, the one almost went into system shock, but did not. So.
Okay. Well, with that, I am going to run away now.
That's through a wall.
Oh, I'm not a very good seer. Hold on. It's a bit dark in here. Let's go this
There you go.
There we go. Okay. I'm sorry, Lady Angelica. I cannot assist you. I'm going to leave now.
I think Logan went the other direction, right? Went north.
I can come back. I have the top of the round, so
All right. And
unless I die, of course.
I am going to target Riggs. And then I am going to attempt to just move over to here. Oh, look at that. I'm successful.
I don't think I can get to them. Electo, is that the exit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that like hallway thing.
So I'm gonna move over and I'm gonna try to pick up Lady Angelica and exit.
Okay. You're able to pick her up, and as you do so, you can hear her like heavy breathing. It's rapid and like hyperventilating as if her body is trying to fight something, and like it's bad.
I'm like, hang on. Like, can I say to her, hang on, I'm gonna get you out of here. And so I pick her up, and how far can I move?
Half your movement that you have left.
How many feet did I move there?
10, 15? I forget.
I don't remember.
Looks like 15.
Okay. So I have 7.5 feet left.
Yep.
Can we round up to 10?
I usually do, but
Okay. So I'll move there, and I've got Lady Angelica with me. And that is my turn.
I attack Arn.
Oh no.
Oh, they hit me.
Yeah, but you're resistant to poison, right?
Yeah, I should be.
What about sneak attack? Are you resistant to that?
Yeah, actually.
Partially.
Oh,
Ar-
you rolled a save for me? Dang it.
Arn said his character can't die. So
All right. So, you're correct that a lot of this does not affect you as greatly as what it could. However, you can still feel the poison as it seeps in, and you know that like it didn't do nothing.
Oh yeah, this hurts.
Uh Arn, do not think less of me, but my lady needs me. I have to I have to go protect her.
By all means, man. Go protect your lady.
and I take the dodge action.
Are these shurikens aren't missiles?
I was thinking that right now that maybe my thing could track them.
They does thrown weapons count?
Because I mean,
Yeah, anything that's ranged.
Any ranged, like throwing knives, throwing shuriken,
I think it
all.
says ranged weapon attack.
Okay.
So as long as it's a weapon and it's
any
ranged.
ranged weapon attack.
Sorry. So we're just gonna run, right? Run down to where Lecto's running.
Yeah, but you really need to heal me. I think Logan went the other way, but either way, I'm gonna die.
Well,
die.
Yeah, no worries.
I was going to go the right way. I was just told this was the way, but if I could move 40 feet down, it's the same thing. I just wanted to go where we were going. I didn't know which was the exit.
Both ways are the right way, is what I
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we just
can
need
I
to get the
move
fuck.
there?
I just can't see, so I just went the one way that I could see. So.
Okay, so here I'm gonna use my action to give Lady Angelica 1 point of lay on hands. I'm having a hard time targeting.
I'm like super poisoned too.
Yeah, it sucks getting one shot.
Okay, actions. All right, you should be stabilized and up to 1 HP.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna go and use the rest of my movement, which is 5 more feet. And I think that ends my turn. Arn is now gonna keep his head on a swivel, and the next time he sees a shuriken, he's gonna try to attract it with his shield.
Okay.
Also, if we need to make Constitution saves again, is it giving the people around me the automatically, or should I cast something on myself so that it gives people my aura of what is this thing called? Aura of protection. Oh wait, no wait. Okay, so yeah, so aura protection. Any creature within 10 feet of me, when they make a saving throw, they get a bonus equal to my charisma modifier, which currently is, I believe, 3.
Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure if it will or will not apply automatically, but we'll find out if it gets a chance to.
Okay, just in case that like saves anybody from 4 points, 4 extra points is a lot, so
It
maybe
is.
that can help somebody.
It is. And I'm just checking here real quick to see. Um, I do believe Lady Angelica was receiving an extra bonus there because her constitution is +3 and she had a total of plus. Oh no, it says your con save is +7 because you have proficiency in it. So you did succeed either way, but it did not apply automatically. But then again, I don't know that you were. How close do they have to be? Within 10 feet?
Oh, I wasn't with I mean, we were all kind of huddled. I might have been
Yeah.
within 10 feet of her.
You might have been, but
I was standing next to her. He was in that square. I was almost right next to her.
Yeah, well, I want to take the blame. It's my fault. I should be remembering all my abilities. It's
well,
okay.
it's supposed to automatically apply. I paid for a thing that's supposed to automatically apply it. So, for now, if somebody needs it, we'll deal with it.
My aura of protection has an effect under it. Do you want me to try to click it and see what it does?
No, because then that just requires me to turn it off and on constantly. So,
Okay.
because of all of this, we'll don't worry, I got it.
I'll just remember if we need to do a save. If somebody's within 10 feet of me, I'll remind you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Number 3 is still hidden and launches a shuriken at Riggs.
Can I
Doesn't it?
attract it with my shield?
Yes.
All right, it hits me instead. So the shuriken flies through the air, and I point my shield towards the shuriken, and it magnetically gets pulled towards me.
There's so many things stuck in that shield right now.
That's what it's for, baby.
Yeah, I just imagine they don't come out. It's magic. They just stick in there forever.
I say, don't worry, Riggs. I got your back.
He just winks. Should we fight these guys?
We still don't know how many there are even in that room. Probably 5 of them.
At least 5. I do not think we should fight unless we get trapped in here somehow. These guys are not playing around.
So are we in dim light? It's dark now.
Yeah, we're in a. It's all dark down here.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus action so I can fly. And then I'll just try to catch up. So I'll use my bonus action to float in the dark and then move. I can move there. So wait, no, sorry. And then I'm going to go 10 feet up from here, which would give me 20 feet more of movement. So I'll just go there. But that's sorry. Okay, so I'm going to move 20 more and 10 up. So I'm up near the roof and the shadows, just kind of looking down over everyone, making sure they're not dead.
Assassin number 4 launches a shuriken from hiding at Arn. Oh, that was supposed to be advantage, so I'm gonna roll again just to see if I get a crit. No, 19, but no.
Nope. Ooh.
How do you have 1 hit point? When did you get 1 hit point back?
He gave me a lay of hands.
Okay. I was like, did I miss something?
Okay, I am going to.
Oh, also at the end of your turn, you get to save versus poison.
I'm going to put Hunger of Hadar right there. Which is, if it's a 20-foot ceiling, basically means it's a giant black wall that they can't see through and have to use movement to get through.
Okay. So an inky blackness rises up from the sewage covering the room and your retreat.
So we are heading south now, it looks like. That's the way we're going out. So I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There. That would be my full movement. And I have to do a Constitution save, you said?
Yeah, you get a Constitution save versus the poison that is affecting your abilities. This is the first time that you've felt something able to affect that. All right, you shake it off and like you're no longer feeling its effects on you, but like that was a scary moment.
Yep.
All right, Assassin 1, tries to get around everything and does their thing. Actually, let me just see. Can I get a line of attack here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. All right. So Sir Thomas is protected, and I just like kind of move around. So Electo.
Okay. I was thinking about trying to make myself and Arn invisible because people would have a harder time trying to hit both of us if we were invisible, and then the combination with his shield, but I'm not sure that that makes sense. So I think what I want to do instead is I'm going to bonus action cast Shadow Blade just so that I have it available to me. And then I'm just going to keep running, although I think I am at the edge of the light, so I cannot see going forward.
Yes, no worries. Just go ahead and move yourself down a little so that we remember, that you've moved down, and then, yeah. Perfect. All right, assassin number 3 is going to try to first get a line of attack here. And manages to get a shot in at Sir Thomas. I could technically get a shot in at Riggs too, but I think they'll go for whoever's lingering behind here.
And they're within 10 feet of the shield, right?
Yes. No, 19. Success on your save. You are critically wounded as the poison seeps into your system more and more.
Yikes. Oh yeah, I'm really going down.
I'm gonna continue running. I can't see all this, so I don't know where I'm
Just go straight down.
Like, is that a wall where I'm trying to move to, or I can't see? It's black.
That's the sewage that you'd fall off into.
Okay, so what? Like, can I see the door? Like, what direction it is?
There's
Straight.
not a door. You just go straight down.
Okay. Like that.
Yes.
And I'm going down steps now.
No, not yet. Electo's on the steps. You're almost there.
Have I moved 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll take the dodge action. And that will be my turn. I'm continuing the run.
Sir Thomas, comes down by Lady Angelica. And with that, as you guys all make it out of the room and the darkness of the hunger of Hadar, the darkness blocks, the assassins from getting a good line of sight. They regroup just long enough for you guys to make your hasty exit from the sewers. However, as you guys do so, you catch a glimpse. Well, everybody roll perception. I want to see who catches a glimpse.
Oh, 16.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, Electo, unfortunately, your human eyes are not built for, this sewer. But Soulforge and Riggs, you guys both see the crazy hermit slipping into this room over here. Uh, Soulforge, like he comes into here, like over here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like my screen is totally black. Like all I see is the black square. So I have no idea if you were clicking someplace or not.
Yeah, you don't have dark vision, so
Okay.
it's dark out here. Oh, what was that? So, anyway, that is pretty much where we're going to leave off, is with you having spotted the hermit. So you guys can decide whether you fully escape the sewers or chase after the hermit or whatever in between sessions. For this is where we draw to a close for this session of Dragons of Starfall. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.